Broadcasting live from the mixed up world of Hyrule, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament 2022. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Bobtastic. Joining me today on commentary is Captain 1977. Captain, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm ready for some rando.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yep. Back-to-back games here for ShivaHaze, vortexofdoom. Today we got Ambrosia for game 2 here. So starting sword, starting boot set, standard start. Looks like we're getting underway.
And the one other little quirk there is Misery Mire boots. Well, that means hookshot lock boots.
Yeah.
We start with a Rang. Anyways, one other little quirk about Ambrosia being that there is guaranteed to be a non-dungeon item, so not a map, not a compass, not a key, on each boss. So if you can't beat a dungeon, it's less likely to be useful. All right.
The uncle giving us $20, so we're gonna see. Get these runners synced up here. Okay, the bombs are not in the guards are not in the bomb pack. That's unfortunate.
That is accurate.
Yeah, they're gonna want to look for bombs here, try to break over the back of escape here.
Now, luckily, they did manage to at least get some amount of money here, so that won't be a problem going into Village of Outcasts. Kakariko Village. Come on, Bob.
You might see some boomerang stun prizes here. It was maybe not. Stun prize could be something useful. But...
Yeah, that would make sense. I would consider doing it on the green guard coming up that you have to kill. Well, about that hookshot lock boots.
Yeah, you're just gonna give us the hook shot. Jeez.
Yep. Now, of course, remember, because it's Ambrosia, there's a 50% shot that it's just on Vitreous.
Oh boy. There she will show the sun. It's just a heart. We get a red posted there, the boomerang chest, but we already got the boomerang. What the heck? Alright. Yeah, not much to talk about here. They all gotta do the standard start here, so. Take out ball, shake out, pick up the big key, pick up Zelda, open the chest.
Alright, small key, like you do. And we have what is sure to be the first of many little mishaps from ShivaHaze. This is the sort of thing that has occurred in the previous race. Luckily, this time, I believe we've got it set up to where Shiva will reconnect at the point where they are running. So we should have it should be back to keeping up as soon as the reconnect happens. Oh, I just got the pun. That's terrible. Sausage Link. Oh my god. Okay, anyway.
Moving
vortexofdoom
on.
over here, getting through escape, running what sounds like the cadence of Hyrule music over here.
And that is the magic pool. We're not getting bombs unless they're in the chest.
Yep. A little bit unfortunate. So, our runners will hope to pick up a glove or something reasonable to get them back here before they have to, retread all of the sewer system here.
Oh, just kidding. Forget a bomb.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was in fact one of the few bomb pools. Yeah, the magic pool starts with full magic actually. So
right.
I just
And,
I just blanked on it.
yeah, that was my bad. But we got 10 more bombs there in the back, so that's good.
It's certainly fine there. Now, a lot of times in Ambrosia, I see runners go for the Aga or the lumberjack check because you get the sword early, and you're like, well, that's one of the steps you need to get to the lumberjack. Now, of course, we do know that the boots are in mire, so that might be a hot minute. So.
Let's see what Vortex decides to do here. Looks like he said it's straight to the Lost Woods.
Seems legit.
Boots and mire, that's gonna be blocking a lot of stuff. There's probably nothing too useful on the lumberjack, so.
And Shiva has rejoined us here after clearing out the thing. It does look like Shiva might not have actually gotten the bombs and escape. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but not missing out on anything really. Just was 100 rupees and 10 bombs, but if they find a glove, then they're probably gonna be back for it.
It's going to be real unfortunate if they don't find some bombs here in Blind's Hut. Because then they're going to have to go in and out. Did get a glove and some bombs. Look who just got bailed out.
Never punished. Shiva dropping into the well.
Fire rod in the well. That's I'm sure Shiva's happy to see that early this time. If the previous race was anything to go by, that was the last location for Shiva.
Got a cape there in the well, so
Gross.
yeah, you don't like to see an early cape, really. Boomerang collection has been completed. We got both of them.
yes, Shiva does remember that we did pick up that bottle. So picking up the sick kid play. So for another heart, certainly not going to complain about additional hearts.
Not necessarily, no. But as you can see, Shiva has to go buy bombs now because they did not get the bombs in the back of the skates. So perfectly reasonable play. You got enough money, it's fine.
Alright, so just a heart piece on the library, and we will head down to the race game, which Shiva is going to go look at first. Makes plenty of sense here. And it's a bunch of money. Would have been tempted to pick that up if I were Shiva, but probably not if I'm Vortex.
Yeah,
just because Vortex has Zora money and Shiva doesn't. Looked like a pendant on Eastern and crystals on the other two, but I could be making that up.
She was making that play back into escape. Be slightly disappointed with what they find, but peace of mind is always worth priceless.
Oh yeah, when you got the glove, that's exactly what you do. Like you got nothing else.
Into the dam here for Vortex, we got some bombs. Shiva right behind him. Hot out his. Oh, Shiva gonna turn in that mushroom right away.
Interesting. Could sort of take this opportunity to like do a quick hula hand or something to get some more money if he wanted. I actually do not know what the appropriate pronoun for Shiva is, so my apologies if I got it wrong.
So Vortex making an interesting play here. Fights the book under the dam in the water, and has a fire source, has a glove. Desert might be completable if it's that boots locked.
Yeah. And we did see the powder there on the ledge, so Vortex is definitely going in. All right, we've got a big key, so that will give us access to the boss. So we'll see if it's logically boots locked here. It is not. Just a whole lot of garbage on the torch, so no surprises there. Is Shiva going to go for the desert play here with the book? No. Gonna head east.
We know there's one item on the right side and one item on the boss, so see if anything useful is going to show up here.
Yeah, so essentially, if Vortex finds an item in the first chest here on the right, we should see him leave immediately. Though, again, muscle memory might make you keep going. Nope, he's got a. This is what we call awareness of the situation. What I'm saying is, I would have gone and gotten the other chest and then realized, oh, I'm dumb. That's what I'm saying.
We're taking this all the way to Ice Rod Cave, while Vortex is going to be able to complete desert here.
Gonna go grab that powder.
Yep, Shiva did pick up a 300 pack in Mini Moldorf Game 2, so they have enough money for Zora if they want to continue this path, and they say no.
Alrighty. Time for Vortex to head to Landmo. Looks like Shiva might be going for a Death Mountain sequence break here, which is a perfectly reasonable play given the hookshot situation. I'm gonna go ahead and check the Lumberjack first. So maybe we'll get a peek at that, just a big 20.
Okay, Vortex has 6 shots with this fire rod. If he wants to quick kill Landmo here, can't miss one.
There it goes. What?
Ooh! Whoa!
Titan's mitts on Landmo. That is a deal right there. We will take those all day, and that's going to make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
The whole going up to Death Mountain with the glove, or with the second glove, that's a major improvement, I would say.
Yeah, if the Moon Pearl is just up on Death Mountain, Vortex can pull clear light and dark Death Mountains now, so that is a huge play for Vortex there.
Well, we've got Quake on Spectacle Rock, so we'll probably want to see that picked up at some point. Do need a mirror before that can happen. And unsurprisingly, we will see Vortex. So also going for the mushroom turn in, and then probably going to head to the Mini Moldorm South Shore junk.
Here's our first look into Paradox Cave here on Shiva's side. Get some health.
So far, nothing particularly great here in Paradox Cave. Oh, we got a bow and Sank Heart, apparently.
Okay.
Vortex here is going for the Zora check without any of the other checks. So that would be kind of interesting. Especially if Zora turns out to have like the lamp or pearl or something silly. So if Zora turns out to be garbage here, he could probably just reset. He hasn't really gotten anything before. No, I think you want that.
Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that, yeah. So Vortex has Dark World access already now, and let's see what he decides to do next. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and Is he gonna pick Flipper the Hobo now? Or in Waterfall Cave?
So I think where the name Ambrosia came from was someone basically came up with this mode as sort of like what they considered to be a better standard mode, and they just thought it tasted better than others, and so that's what they ended up calling it. I don't know. Alright, so Vortex heading over to Ice Rod Cave. That'll be a quick situation. But yeah, after that, I mean, Vortex could go up to Death Mountain again. I guess Vortex isn't going to Ice Rod Cave. Making a liar out of me.
Yep. Gonna go check Waterfall Ferry here. Since you got the move roll, you can check it now.
Yeah, this is actually interesting. You can do the Waterfall Cave and then come back out and do Hobo if you want. Right? Because he's already done Zora.
Yeah, it's a really good point. You know?
Another free bottle. We'll take those. Okay. You're not even doing Hobo here? This okay, sure.
Oh, she was in the desert. Okay, that's good for them.
Yep, you know Shiva's going to need to get that glove off the boss and can also get the powder off the ledge. We note that Shiva has just finished the right side, so likely going to be heading over to the boss right after this. And we do see Vortex once again also going to check the Lumberjack while you're here. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. And alright, so ShivaHaze is going to be finishing off land mode pretty soon. Vortex also going to be taking the trip up to Death Mountain, but we'll get to see a lot more of Death Mountain from Vortex.
We'll get our Turtle Rock medallion information, Shell Cave, Super Bunny Cave, possible Dark World map check.
Yeah.
Lots of info. Get bullied by some dead rocks and cabbages. All normal stuff here up at Death Mountain.
Nicely done by Shiva on Landmo and picking up that Titan's Mitts. Now with Shiva, I would kind of expect the next play, once the Moon Pearl is acquired, Once Zora happens, then I would expect the play after that to probably be just go west Dark World. Probably not heading back up the mountain just yet. So again, who knows? There is a bow for Vortex.
Shiva Big played Eastern Palace here.
Yeah. Could end up with like a hammer over here or something. Could be pretty useful. I mean, with that bow, makes plenty of sense trying to come over here and clear out Eastern. Now it is a pendant Eastern, so not like actually necessarily helpful, but again, could be an item on. Well, there's definitely something on the boss, but we don't know if it's going to be useful.
She'll have $40 to catch today. 400 rupees in the back there.
Yeah. In fact, 2 of those chests were vanilla. The 250 rupees were exactly where they normally are. That is hilarious.
Oh! That is a flute.
Interesting.
Okay,
did Shiva somehow not get that?
Shiva got that. The stream froze on their end though, so I saw Shiva headed the.
Well, that would make sense. It's just, yeah, okay.
And of course, Myers the green pendant today, so that's where the boots are. So
of course. Shoutouts to GT Big Key on the torch with the Meyer to get into Medallion in GT. Or Medallion to get into Meyer in GT. I mean, it'd be terrible, but it's not impossible. Yeah, if you're randomizing the game, there's precisely one chest that will never be vanilla. It is the small key in the dark maze in Pod. That can never be randomized vanilla. Everything else could. Yeah, if the boots were on the green pendant turn in, it would just say Light World.
Yeah.
For the hint. The boots are going to be one of the 2 items that are literally inside Misery Mire. Well, that was a real consistent hookshot cave there.
It's nice little 400 pieces there.
And we see Quake for Turtle Rock. And what with Turtle Rock being a crystal, we will eventually need that Quake off of Spectacle Rock. So with our crystals and pendants now figured out, we need like basically all the things. We need the mirror, the flippers, hammer, ice rod, Cane of Samaria. we'd like the boots, I'm sure.
They could go check Meyer right now and see if they want to do that, but they're not going to right now. But see where Vortex decides to go first. Maybe Skull Woods. Maybe. Well, these are dependent, so maybe Skull Woods first.
So, I'm not gonna lie. So both of our runners here, ShivaHaze, Vortex of Doom. If you look at their Twitch names, ShivaHaze has 87 at the end. Vortex of Doom has 97 at the end. My co-commentator has 77 at the end.
Wait a second.
I feel like there's several. I feel like there's 20 plus years worth of difference between these people. Anyways,
good news.
The Pain of Samaria there
yeah.
on Vortex's stream there in Skull Woods. That's the name of this place. And Vortex now heading directly for the boss because we know that's where the other item is. Can we say shoutouts to Convenient Skull Woods?
Thanks, Skull Woods. You're still terrible.
Yes. Accurate. Alright, Vortex taking out that Gibdo, getting the key, and we're going for a moth fight here. Has 5 shots with a fire rod. Does have a green potion and I believe a red potion. So, like, this should not be a particularly difficult fight. If something horrible happens, then you want to make sure to, have your backup strats ready. But yeah,
Not needed.
No problem. Bombs acquired. And Shiva joining us again. Looks like going to be doing roughly the same thing that Vortex just did. So there's a... Well, it depends on what he does in here. So the fact that he's going for this chest, I'm assuming means he hasn't got the cane yet.
Yeah, probably not. Nope. Has not.
He'd be able to do the chest a lot easier if he had the cane, but then he wouldn't want to do the chest.
Vortex into the village of Outcasts here. Something with a C-shaped house. There's that.
Hello. Yeah, that is the sort of thing you want to find before you go into Thieves Town. Let me tell you.
Absolutely.
Though with Thieves Town being a pendant, maybe Vortex doesn't want to finish it. I don't know. But we will see.
See, that's kind of the whole crux of Ambrosia. It's like, you know the boss has an item. Do you want to go that far, though?
We will see what Vortex decides to do. Looks like he's headed south, so we're avoiding all of Thieves Town for now. And there we go. We have a one dig ice rod, everybody. That is definitely something you want to find early. We don't want to go on a 400-year ice rod hunt. They'd have a hot minute trying to get or a hard time trying to get the boots at the moment, mainly on account of not having any medallions. But if they get the medallion from Meyer, then getting the boots could be on the menu.
You might have a little trouble with the moth here, just not cooperating. Staying near the top.
Oof. If they pick up a... Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Oh, Shiva taking a death on Moth. Oh, that is sometimes what Moth's gonna do to you.
Yeah. Shiva already used that red potion, too.
I'm assuming Shiva has not checked the waterfall fairy for the green one. We've got... Well, there's another bottle for Vortex there on Hype Cave. It's got bees. But yeah, we do know where one of the medallions is. It's in... it's on Spectacle Rock, so if you have the mirror, you can grab that thing. It does, in fact, strictly require the mirror. We're not going to let your boots clip up there. At least not in this mode. Glitch tournaments, that's a thing, but not today. Alright, so it looks like ShivaHaze is going to have enough magic to get through this and get back to the boss. Don't know if Shiva is going to be able to beat Moldorm, but we will catch up once the reconnection happens again. We have Magic Bat over here on Vortex of Doom. What does Magic Bat have today? It is Piece of Heart.
See, Magic Bat loves you.
But only a little bit.
Only a little bit,
yeah. He's only going to give you like a ventricle or an atrium.
Hey, Vortex, yep, we're gonna see the Pod Eastern play here for at least Pod, since we don't have a mirror yet, but
yeah. Vortex, I guess, maybe banking on finding the mirror in Pod, which not outside the realm of possibility. I guess we need flippers, mirror. Yeah, that's technically it.
Well, we know the lamp is out there somewhere. The flute was up on the mountain, so the lamp has to be below the mountain somewhere.
Yeah. Could be here in pod. It could be like in the mire area. Wait, no, that's the flute. I'm an idiot. Hi. Pay no attention to my analysis. Anyway.
But these runners, I'm sure they're not really concerned about it. So, okay. So pod, pretty slow to start. Usually, you're gonna find a bunch of keys.
We gotta take care of business first. One large key in the large key chest, like you do. And tiny keys once again. Alright, Shiva is back. Is now in the Village of Outcasts. Looks like they probably already got the hammer out of Sea House. And we'll be not sure if they actually finished Skullwoods or not, but hopefully they did.
Full magic meter, it's pretty likely that they did.
Huh. Who knew? Apparently Shiva got silver arrows. I'm assuming it must have been in Eastern Palace.
Oh. Shiva gets their ice rod.
I mean, the only reason we know about those silver arrows is because the arrows on the screen are silver. But it's a detail that I wouldn't have noticed without chat picking up on it, so thanks a lot, chat.
Vortex headed straight to Halbasur here. I'm gonna check the other chest later. We know how much has items, so this is a good check.
Having a fire rod here is significantly better than not having a fire rod here, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, left torch is a little weird. I haven't seen that one really ever. Nothing wrong with it, just different. Yeah, Thieves Town lamp is very likely. Shiva, dealing with the hype cave and then dropping a bomb like you do. Alright, Vortex getting some hammer smacks and then throwing out some arrows at the end to get Elmasaur down with just a 20 rupee check and acquiring that crystal once again. So I imagine that Vortex of Doom will be heading back into pod to check some of the rest of these chests, and then we will or I was gonna say, what?
Yeah. Okay.
You had me worried there for a second, Vortex.
Yeah, there's still 4 items in pod here. You don't want to pass those up.
Alright, Vortex got the pixel lineup for the hammer jump there.
Oh, now Shiva has it.
Now Shiva has the hammer. That is... I stand corrected. I don't know how you go into Village of Outcasts and not check that, but now we know.
Vortex trying to make it out that door. There we go. Shiva grabs the purple chest. I believe there's 2 items left here in pod.
Hey, flippers. That is one of the items we need right there.
Compass. And I believe, yep, that is the last item in pod. So, yep, flippers in pod. It's a good item. And purple chest not putting out anything useful today. So, see where Vortex decides to go next.
We're fluting away. My guess would be either 6 or 5. Going to 8. Interesting.
Making the ice palace play here.
Yeah. That certainly is a thing you can do. And with the whole Ice Palace icebreaker stuff going on here, this is going to be virtually unrecognizable from its vanilla version.
What Shiva wants to do next. Shiva is... Okay, Shiva's going to go finish pod.
Nice bombs in the initial Pengator room there. Well done, Vortex of Doom. Not going to bother hitting the switch, I'm imagining, because he's planning to full clear the dungeon. Alright, that is we have a big key and a shield. And ether. So now Vortex can just head straight for the boss, essentially.
Yep.
He's going to need to get another small key. Because otherwise it's going to be hard to get to the actual room, given the fact that he hasn't hit the switch. But he's pretty much guaranteed to pick up a small key somewhere along the way here. Either here or in the big chest.
Yep.
What's with all these nice ice dungeons? Alright, so this last boss, this Cold Stare here will have the last item. Tempered Sword. I would like Tempered Sword here, but we only have Fighter Sword, which is dumb. But Hammer does deal the same amount of damage as Tempered Sword. It just doesn't have quite the hit radius.
Good call on the green potion there.
Green Potion still can use the Fire Rod shots here. Getting plenty of triple hits. Just need to hit each puff with 4 Fire Rod shots. Manages to accidentally misses the last one. That's okay. 2 more hammer shots and we're done. Did need to avoid taking too much more damage there, but other than that, Vortex clearing out ice. Only relevant thing being the Ether Medallion. That could end up getting you the entrance to Mire, which might get you. Well, will get you the boots, and for all we know, those boots could lead to, say, the mirror in like Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb or something like that.
I could see Vortex going to Mire area here.
Yeah, I imagine Mire proper would probably be the the last resort. You probably check the shed and the shed really, because we can't check the checkerboard cave without the mirror. But the shed comes first. But then, yeah. Bombos can't even get into Mire yet. Interesting.
Hey, doormat? Could have a doormat situation. Wait.
Could have a doormat.
Inner.
There's silver arrows in the Mire shed. Interesting.
Okay.
So ShivaHaze having already gone there, interestingly enough. So this is probably a flute to 5 to do Eastern, I think, from Vortex.
Yeah.
So other places that could have the mirror. I mean, I don't think we've seen Pyramid Catfish yet.
Thieves Town.
Thieves Town, yep. Big Red Cane was in Skull Woods, as asked in chat. It was actually sort of like in the first available chest there in Skull Woods. Yeah, Hera hasn't been done yet. Oh, Vortex checking now. Saw his closet and then bailing. Looking like... Well, okay, so he went for the potion shop and then left. Okay, going up to the mountain. So, must have read chat's mind here, because chat was saying, I'm surprised Hera's not on the agenda. And what is Vortex doing but going straight to Hera? I'm not trying to imply that he's reading chat. That would be dumb. What I'm saying is, it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vortex did Waterfall Fairy, but not Hobo. He actually went in, did the Waterfall Fairy. This was after doing Zora to get the Moon Pearl. Did Waterfall Fairy with the Moon Pearl, walked back out, got in the portal, and went to Ice Rod Cave.
Take a look at the Ether tab. I can't quite get it yet without a second sword, but we can read what's on there. That is a shield.
Another shield. Yep. Alright, we got a map in the basement cage here of Hera. Once again, Ambrosia mode, meaning you know you'll only find at most one random item lying around here in Hera. We see Shiva now in what I'm assuming is Pod. Yeah, Pod Turtle Room. Or this is about to be Turtle Room. He's also Team Left Torch. For some reason, apparently that's just the thing, and I've been doing it wrong this whole time. And it looks like we have the unfortunate situation of there being an item in the basement. Vortex becoming a little too intimate with that bumper there. Oh, so Shiva didn't get the cane. Shiva just never cleared out the front of Skull Woods, apparently. Oof. That's problematic. And there's a sword on Moldorm. So if you really want that shield, there you go. But also definitely not complaining about a free Master Sword. Yes, please. Alright, Vortex is going to go check Spike Cave, but not checking Hera Basement, which does have an item. Meanwhile, Shiva going to go ahead and finish Ice Palace. Oh! Okay. Welcome to the Hall of Weaponry. Spike Cave with another sword. Certainly not going to be opposed to that one. I think all 4 swords are placed, but don't hold me to it. And so even though you start with one, there's like 4 swords out there. Well, there's our lamp in Thieves Town. So everything goes back into logic. And Vortex will be picking up the big key here. So we got the lamp. I got the small key. We know that the boss has an item, and then there's one other item back here in the back. The boots hint is Misery Mire, Professor Renderer. However, we do not have the Bombos medallion that is required to get into Misery Mire. Alright, Shiva also picking up that Ether Medallion in Ice. Unfortunately, the Ether Medallion turning out to be completely useless this seed. Now, of course, it's also unfortunate that, again, Shiva never got the Cane of Samaria out of Skull Woods, despite having been there and apparently having beaten it, but not gotten the second item. So that's a real bummer for Shiva, but should be able to dispatch Cold Stare here in a moment. Yeah. Shiva did purchase a potion for the purposes of popping the shell that is Cold Stare here. Big chest with Big 20 here in Thieves Town, and Vortex is going to just go ahead and return the maiden home. Alright, Vortex about to finish off Blind. Another bottle and a pendant. And that will do it for that particular dungeon. Still need a mirror to be able to complete both Swamp Palace and Turtle Rock, because the medallion to get into Turtle Rock is on Spectacle Rock. Vortex is going to go do the Hammer Pegs and the purple chest, I'm assuming here. We know for a fact these are not particularly useful. Alright, so welcome back. Thanks for the resubscription there, Philion. So that is a very good question. Why does Link have pink hair in this? I think it was just to make it contrast with everything else around here. It was the 90s. That also tracks.
That could be that, yeah. You know. Oh, let's see if Shiva's gonna do the hair basement here. Maybe that's gonna have our answer.
Ooh. Yeah, that could be a huge deal coming up here. Shiva's setting up for a hair pot here. Not quite pulling it off. That looks accurate. Might be a little bit. Might have gotten into the weird bomb state, accidentally killing that mini Moldorm and then picking up the drop before it stabilizes.
Just gonna have to go boom away. That's right.
All right, Vortex going to the big key chest. So Moldorm's drop was a sword, so that's going to help out Shiva. The Vortex went for Spike Cave right after that, but did not check the Hera basement, so it's going to be missing out on whatever item is there. Unfortunately, it looks like we're probably going to miss out on whatever that Hera basement item was as well. But we'll get the moment of truth once Shiva returns. It can happen with Hammer Imp, I think, but I think the enemy in the super tile is not in that group. Oh, it's the top mini helmet. Okay. Sure.
Vortex clearing out Pendant Eastern for really nothing.
Yep.
It's looking more and more like Hera Basement is gonna have our item.
Vortex. Okay, Vortex is off to do what I'm assuming is Pyramid and Catfish here. Also, shoutouts to 777s on the rupee count.
Jackpot.
I mean, if you want to be all technical, Genos, Link had to catch a duck, which he taught fly. I don't know. I'm just being weird.
Pyramid, what do you got? Nothing.
Garbage indeed. I'm not gonna lie. Mirror in Hair Basement is something that I've seen probably disproportionately more often than it should. Mainly because, like, you know, it's one of those self-locking locations where the mirror could have gotten you there, but since it was there, you had to get some other method to do it.
We'll see if Grumpy Fish wants to. Okay, well, apparently Mirror wasn't in
ShivaHaze
her
has the
basement.
mirror, so I'm going to assume it was in Hair Basement.
Yeah. Oh boy. Shiva does not have the cane and cannot get into Rock though. And I think Vortex is saying, oh, why did I skip Hair Basement?
Yeah, we may have to ask him about that. Now, luckily for him, Shiva has also skipped something that's kind of annoying to get to as well. So we will see. Oh, Vortex is going for Hobo, I guess. Yeah, I imagine Vortex. I don't believe Vortex has anything else to check other than Hair Basement at this point.
Yeah. It looks like Shiva's gonna go do Swamp.
And that makes plenty of sense. And, you know, I actually don't expect either runner to necessarily pick up the boots this seed. Unless, of course, the boots are, or unless, of course, the GT Big Key is on the torch. We know where the boots are, but nobody wants to go into Mire, and nobody can. Quake is on top of Spectacle Rock, so once Vortex grabs the mirror, he will be able to get it immediately.
Yep, and I fully expect them to go into the Rock right after.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be careful down the one heart here.
So the red cane was in basically the first chest in Skull Woods if you come in the front door. But Shiva had some issues with Moth and might have just pieced out of there after beating Moth. Or he may have just forgotten that he didn't have both items. Or they. There's Vortex's mirror. just the one item there. It's not an unreasonable play to skip the hair basement, but when you know there's an item there, it gets a little iffier.
Vortex not doing Turtle Rock right away. He's gonna do it after Swamp, but yeah, Vortex is pretty much in go mode now, so
Same, Incoherent, same. Shiva having a bit of a time doing the bomb diver down situation here. I think he's dropping the bomb too far right. There you go. Did pick up a big key there. Vortex now heading through Swamp and doing this sucker in go mode. Yeah, I don't expect Vortex to do much, if any, out of the way checks here.
yeah.
Got a ton of hearts, got cape for safety if you need it, got all the swords you can stand. Yeah, Shiva looks like did not do Spike Cave. It is a little unfortunate. Or we could just get one here.
You know what they say about Swamp and Sword?
Yep, that is in fact the case. I might have made up a silly song about it, but we're not doing that here.
The Vortex gonna end on gold sword, silvers, plenty of hearts, plenty of things to do again. She was going back in for. I think there's one more item left in here. I don't believe we've seen the map with the compass, so.
Yeah, I mean, we could be in a situation where you need bombos this seed. It would of course require that the big key be on the torch of Ganon's tower. So checking a few things along the way is not a bad idea. And the reason we were worried about bombos is because we got, of course, this Ambrosia. We know that the boots are in Misery Mire because of the uncle hint. And we have Butter Sword for Vortex as he picks up his 6th crystal. And we will be heading for Turtle Rock. I don't know why Turtle Rock required like a massive trill on the R there, but now we know. All right, so Shiva is now heading for left side swamp. As chat was saying, really the best case scenario for Shiva would be if Bombos is over here and the torch is on, or the big key for GT is on the torch. Otherwise, it's going to be a real uphill battle. And Shiva picks up the blue cane and bails because I'm assuming Shiva has been counting items.
Yeah, now Shiva's gonna go do some mirror checks here. Bobo Stab with K45. Wouldn't it be funny if Bombos is just vanilla?
Would be a thing.
Nope.
All right, we got 10 arrows on the good old tablet there as Shiva continues the "oh, what did I leave behind" scenario. Because somehow Shiva did not get both items in Skull Woods, and either that was by design or just by negligence. And so the other item, of course, in Skull Woods being that Cane of Samaria, which is what Shiva really needs for that go mode situation. Vortex getting big key, small key on the torch room side of Turtle Rock. And so Vortex can go get the other chest here, and we'll see where that goes.
Turtle Rock's looking to be pretty go-boatable here. We get one more small key here. Just have to steal the key out the bookie and head right to Tridex.
Yep. Gonna, of course, steal the small key off the pokey. No real reason to check the vanilla big key chest. Vortex, of course, putting that powder to good use. That's the reason powder was invented, was for Turtle Rock. And a nice double spin there on the pokies to open up the back of the dungeon. Shiva gonna get the news about the 10 arrows on Pyramid. Again, not gonna be particularly happy about it. Vortex pulling off one of the harder tricks there in the game, which is remembering to get to the boots when you don't, or being the bomb when you don't have the boots there. Oh, there's our Bombos medallion on Laser Bridge for Vortex. And we do get the one small key here on Laser Bridge. There was that small chance that Vortex could have been stranded here with a small key in the big key chest and a small key in the big chest. But Vortex dodges that and makes it to Trinex. I think in this case, if you're Vortex, you go to GT and look, and if it's on the torch, then you just go to Meyer.
Yeah.
But if it's not, you just keep going. It saves 10 minutes if you start with it.
Out goes Trinex for Vortex. Crystal number 7, and he has our, well, not like we need more help, but thanks, Gabe. So
I hear people like guessing numbers.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Looks like people are guessing numbers. Looks like
there's 22 different spots where the key may be. If you're hoping for a close race, you're going to guess 1 or 3.
Yeah.
Or maybe 7 if you think he's going to go full right. Or right first, rather.
If this would be, I just checked the torch right away just to be sure.
Oh, yeah. I'd be heading right over to that torch. Like, you don't even know.
I mean, even if it is the torch, Vortex still has a baby lead, having the bombos already, so.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty solidly in Vortex's hands here. And that is half magic. That is unfortunate that you don't get that. But, I mean, faced with the dilemma of do I leave to go get half magic, I think most people say, yeah, no. Looks like Shiva's going to go for Spike Cave here. Whereas Vortex is now going to do the DM strat here and head to the right-hand side.
Number 6, small key. Number 7, more health.
Yeah, Vortex did Spike Cave right after beating Hera, but not picking at the chest, or the basement chest. But Shiva got the mirror and then headed east.
Coming up in compass room here. All the health. Oh, we're going back left.
Interesting, Vortex not going for the small key pickup there. I mean, he's got plenty, so that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah. And it looks like, yeah, Shiva is going to go check bumper ledge here. And maybe, hopefully, will them to go back into Skull Woods to go get that cane.
I will say, I think if you ended up getting the boots in this seed, something went horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Alright, ShivaHaze is now headed up to Skull Woods. I guess maybe thinking, did I leave an item here? Really? Heading in the front door.
Oh, right. No, right. The other right. Yeah, it looks like she would just miss out of the whole front of Skullwoods here.
Mm-hmm. That's a real unfortunate situation. Vortex now entering the GT Mimic rooms, this time with plenty of arrows.
Shiva? You forgot it just again.
Really? Shiva, oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh my goodness. So Shiva is putting on sort of a master class in how to forget things, unfortunately, here. It looks like Shiva checked basically everything but the chest they needed to.
Yeah, this is just really unfortunate. You really hate to see it.
Vortex missing with the silver arrow, unfortunately. But finishing off Landmo there without much issue. It's going to be a nice, solid finish time for Vortex, especially without boots. Kane was in the one chest in Skullwoods that ShivaHaze did not check. And surprisingly, it's not the one in the back. It's incidentally like the very first chest you would check if you went in the front door. I think it's just a case of a good old-fashioned derp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Vortex is on the Moldorm 2 here, about to finish the seed.
Yeah, the racing on display here. Both runners, putting on very, very good displays of execution here. Just not. Just that one little hiccup in the routing situation for Shiva, causing issues here.
It's 3-2-1 cycle there for Vortex on Aga 2. Now it's time to take on Mr. Ganon himself. And I'd be worried if I were Vortex. I'm down half my health already. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a cape if he needs a little bit of safety strat here. I think there's at least a potion involved here. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right.
So very quick 6 slashes to get to phase 2. Commence with the spinning. And 6 more slashes to move into phase 3. That was probably well above the necessary 6 slashes. As Vortex moves on to phase 3, just got to hit him 4 more times, but he's got to stand still for you to be able to do it. And of course, Vortex also making use of the fact that the Butter Sword, if you poke him, it still counts as a hit here.
There we go. Phase 3 done, on to phase 4.
And no need for silverless strats here, just gonna unload silvers and on to the 4th one, and down it goes. Ganon is down.
Let's see all those GGs in the chest for Vortex to do, who is going to be moving on to the round of 32 in this tournament.
Yep. Vortex finishing with an official time of 1 hour 36 minutes and 11 seconds as the race finishes on stream. Keep casual boots real, no faking. I mean, we don't have any boots to begin with, so sure. And it looks like that just a few seconds later, ShivaHaze realized that this is probably a lost cause and went ahead and forfeit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if we're going to see either of our runners here in chat, but it looks like Vortex is going to be here. So, hello, Vortex of Doom. Congratulations. GG.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm, yeah.
Man, I remember when I used to beat you sometimes.
It's a little weird to, like, because I, like, when we got the matchups for this round, I was up against Shiva, who, like, I think Shiva's a very, very good player. Obviously, everyone in the round of 64 is, but like I've raced Shiva a lot. Our races have gone both ways. He absolutely dumpstered me last year in the NMG tourney. He forgot Ice Rod and still beat me. But so yeah, I was definitely a little nervous going into these, and I was even more nervous hitting go mode in both of them. But pulled it out.
Yeah, I'm sure you had the conversation about what the heck happened to your opponent here.
Yeah,
just somehow forgot that one chest in Skull Woods. Even went back and checked Skull Woods, but just didn't check that one because it's like, surely I checked that chest. Exactly. Yeah. You know,
really unfortunate. It was such a nice layout if you started with that like I did. Like I usually check that one first, especially like in Ambrosia. The upside to that is really, really high in the in the case the layout's like it was.
The irony, of course, being that you got the cane there, which would have made checking the middle chest easier, but of course then you didn't need to check the middle chest. So
yeah, that did occur to me. I in the first game, I left front of Skull Woods actually because I might have been in go mode if TR was a crystal and required ether, and I ended up taking a really long time getting back to it, which made me very nervous in that one.
Well, yeah, speaking of leaving things behind, how about that mirror in Hera basement, though?
Yeah, so if I hadn't fallen 3 times, I was probably going to check it, but when I got Master Sword and was like, okay, I'm probably just mirror for go, I already spent my extra minute in Hera falling, so let's just pretend I checked it and it was nothing, like it probably is, because I've got a bunch of checks open. So that was
But you failed you failed to take into account the self-locking items theory. Just saying. Just messing with you.
yeah.
I'm messing with you. It's not always a thing.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I was pretty resigned to last locating it. I was like, I'll last locate that. It'll be Hobo and then that after everything else. So
Yeah, that was interesting. We could have swore that you were going to do Waterfall Fairy into Hobo into Ice Rod. But no, you're just like, nah, I don't need no Hobo.
I figured that I would use the payoff of having Pearl before Mini Moldorm and Ice Ride Cave to just, clean up the waterfall over by, like, on my way over to Ice Ride Cave. It's obviously a little slower, but like that Pearl location
Fair
was
enough.
so bad that I figured
I
could afford that little inefficiency. But
that was real good as far as you picking it up there. We thought it was an interesting play at the time, but it worked out real well.
yeah, I didn't really know what to do with it because I had Zora money, and so I could have just like saved and quit, gone South Shore, but I didn't want to like walk back and fake flipper necessarily
You're up there
without the
mushroom
Pearl
anyway, right? So,
and so I was like, why not? Let's swing for the fences on this one, and that one paid off pretty big.
pretty good stuff.
And it let me be really efficient for most of the rest of the seed. Like even last locating, that was a pretty fast last location, all things considered. So
yeah. I mean, you at least efficiently took care of everything else,
I did check back a swamp, which I'm a little unsure about, for Butter Sword to maybe Zero Cycle or Bombos in case we got the 1 in 22.
Yeah, that we were on board with checking those things on account of that whole Bombos situation.
Yeah,
and of course, I don't know if you usually do sort of the Dark Magician strat or whatever, but in this case, I don't know anybody who wouldn't just go look at the silly torch.
Yeah, just because I knew exactly where the boots were and I could just mirror immediately and get them. That definitely played into it.
I mean, at least you knew you were never getting the boots.
Yeah.
Once you saw Bombos, and it's just like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah, I knew there was no way that you could get them pre-GT mode, which was definitely a relief. Like if you'd gotten that mirror earlier and it somehow wasn't GT mode, which I guess it wasn't for Shiva, but
Shiva couldn't have gotten the Bombos anyway because
right.
pain.
I guess unless
Shiva had a
game
game.
Yeah. If he had done that, then maybe you get the boots, but I don't think that's a good scenario either. Then so I felt okay getting it there, all things considered. Like I figured going into GT, if I hadn't already lost, he had done something similar or worse. So I guess that was the case.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes things break your way, and you come up with some pretty good times either way. Like, I wouldn't be sad about either of these times.
No, with how much I did in this one bootless, it was 136 feels just fine. So
look at that beautiful bonk count, just beautiful.
0. Over 20 seconds of menu time though.
Rip.
GGC anyway. Congratulations to making it round of 32.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Looks like you're gonna get a little time off before your next opponent, so take some time off, relax,
or practice like a madman.
Either way, yeah.
I'm sure I'll find some way to keep busy. Thanks guys for the comms and tracking. Thanks for all the help setting up the restream, and thanks everyone sticking around to watch. So
shout outs to our runners again. Vortex and Shiva, go give them a follow.
It's going to be that's ShivaHaze 87, Vortex of Doom 97, with Captain 1977 sitting here on the commentary.
Yep, and also shout outs to my co-com, Dr. Bobtastic, and our tracker, Jinxie Girl.
Woo!
And thank you so much. And there's still plenty of action to come later today, so let's keep an eye open for those matchups here. I'll get the list up here in just a minute if I can click the right button. Hold on. Once you have it ready for... Okay, there we go. Going on right now, and about just a couple minutes over on SpeedGaming 3, we got F. Coughlin versus Scottish Brady 44. Then at 5:40 p.m. we got McMonkey versus Arier over on SpeedGaming 2. Then right here on SpeedGaming Prime we have Zelga Disson versus MM2 NES Cartridge at 6:10 p.m. And also at 6:10 p.m. over on SpeedGaming 5 we got Telethar versus Orion. So yeah, plenty more matches come today, as we will for the next few weeks really. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled to the SpeedGaming Family Channel and networks, SpeedGaming Prime and SpeedGaming 2 through 6.
Yep. Thank you all once again for watching. Again, thank you to everybody involved, and I will just say that I have been Dr. Bobtastic. I will see you all on a later occasion, and I will let my co-commentator, Captain 1977, have the last word. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.